everyone, welcome in. We are at the Writers Lounge with the Nobodies. Bobby Quattro. Is there a Bobby Cinco?
Not that I'm aware of, but
okay,
perhaps.
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
And Tommy.
How are you?
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks, Michael.
Over the years, as I've met great songwriters, you were the last one I thought of. No, I'm just kidding. I will be extra mean to Bob because I've known Bob since fourth grade. Yeah. We were on a baseball team together. When
Mike was the catcher. I was third base.
Right. It was, and we lost every game.
Yeah, I think we
for
won
2 years.
Remember the Pirates were the only team we beat, and Eric Whitfield was on that team. Hey, Eric.
Right. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Yeah, the only team that sucked worse than us
was the Pirates.
Remember Jim Husk?
No, you're scaring me.
Yeah.
No.
Jim Husk was the home run or a whiff. Right. And then he'd whip his bat. So
you remember far more. You must have smoked much less weed than I did, because maybe none. Because, but anyhow, I may be abnormally mean and aggressive to Bob, but it's just because it's a childhood thing.
It's good.
Happen to be in the middle of it too.
Right. Okay. Oh well, it's great to have you both. But sincerely, I don't know. Maybe a little more than a year ago, I ended up seeing that Bob was trying to sell an amp on Facebook, and it looked like, I think I'd like that amp. And then ever since then, we've been chatting and talking. And I went to see the Nobodies at Fitzgerald's, and found myself trying not to laugh as hard as I was actually laughing, because it's terribly inappropriate at times.
Yeah. Well,
but that's sort of the point.
Goal. Yeah.
Right.
The
it's
goal.
right.
Offend, entertain, fine line in
right.
between.
And you walk that line really. You step on both sides of it at all times. It's like you're running on both sides. It's great. It's very entertaining. I begrudgingly laugh frequently. Cause,
did you get the new one I sent you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We won't be playing that one tonight.
No. We had to have a discussion about what could or could not be played. And as I do with most everyone, and some people, Mary, go ahead and just say things that they're not supposed to say. But I don't think she really caught. We didn't have much of a discussion because I really didn't expect that out of Mary. But we'll just leave that at that, right? You're just shaking. Right. We do have a bit of a peanut gallery this week, as we do sometimes. And so welcome to the peanut gallery. Thanks for being here.
Hey guys.
And so very excited to have you guys do some stuff now. The biggest, that's how we met. And then, of course, now how did the two of you meet? This is new. I normally only have one guest, and I talk about how I met the guest. But how did the two of you meet?
You want me to field that one?
Well, it was through Bob Messick, I believe.
Yeah. Right. So we have two guys in the band that aren't here. One of them, Bob, who's our bass player, and then Steve Glover, who's the drummer. Mm-hmm. And it was Bob. Once you.
Bob let me know that the band The Nobodies needed a lead guitar player.
And this is in the 90s.
And I was like, okay. And I joined, and would it go on for about a year and a half, maybe?
Yeah, and then I decided I'd go back and get a master's, and these guys kept playing. I didn't, which is to my advantage, because they are way more skilled, and you'll hear it. Everybody out there. Yeah.
No pressure.
Tommy.
The smartest thing you can do is be the least talented person in your own band. That's what I've done over the years.
In 2023, I started writing a whole bunch of songs again, and called up Steve, got Bob, and then they wanted to play out, and I said, well, the only way I'm going to play out is if Tommy's on board. We're going to come back as the same four guys that ended it, and they were skeptical because Tommy's been in a lot of bands, and we didn't know what his scenario was with bands at the time. And I believe my response, I'm like, hey, we've been playing, and something along the lines of, I heard you fuckers were playing again. And he was in. So, and then that was September 2023, and then we had our first gig back together at Phyllis's on the 24th.
Well, I couldn't have seen you too much further after that. I think it was
right around that time is when I was
February or March in 24 is when I saw you. So
is that our second official gig, pretty much, or maybe
first gig? We just did Phyllis's when we met up.
And then you played at the
Fitzgerald's was right after.
Yeah.
We love Fitzgerald's.
That was the one I saw.
Anybody watching?
My favorite thing is the matching shirts. and the choreographed kicks
Oh, yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah.
There's actual choreography. They
Listen,
do for real. There's real choreography, man.
Yeah, in the last 20 years, we did attend the Motown School of Music, and part of that was the choreographed leg kicks to punk songs
great.
only punk songs.
No,
So,
it's my favorite part because especially like if you're watching and all of a sudden there's like a simultaneous everyone kicks and you go, oh, that was great. When you're not ready for it, and then now I'm like, more kicking, please.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. So,
and then he can attest to this. At practice, I'll be wearing slippers and I'll just kick them at the drummer.
it's nice.
Yeah.
We have to retrieve the footwear before the next song.
Well, that doesn't.
We have a new mascot. My son's dog Milo is now part of our practice space.
Milo?
So
Susie Earlo.
yeah. So if anybody's a big fan, we're a huge fan of the Descendants. We do one of our 2 covers is "Silly Girl," and my son didn't name him that from that, but that to
It
me
works
that's
for you.
why. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's see. What was your first musical instrument that you purchased with your own money?
My own money. My first was the clarinet. Funny enough.
That you bought with your own money. You bought a clarinet for
Second-
yourself with your
no,
own money.
My first with my.
Because I was going to ask you to
yeah.
leave.
Yeah, my first instrument was this awful. It was Modern Music,
Yeah. John.
and they had a sale. I don't remember what holiday it was, but not an ovation, an applause.
Nice. Sure.
Acoustic, and they were like totally neck heavy because the body was fiberglass, and but it was something to play, and then I quickly moved.
Modern.
to
Now, was it Modern Music in Lisle, or was it Modern Music still at the old
No, it was
at the
Lisle.
mall?
It was Lisle.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Lisle.
Now,
still.
how about you? What was your first instrument?
I think it was a Fender Strat.
Really?
I was able to.
So right into the big time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the time, it didn't seem like that much money. So,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, relatively speaking, comparatively to now,
And
it probably
that
wasn't.
that was Tommy's guitar of choice for years. It was the Strat. So.
Well, they're preferable for a reason. I've never, I never spent any time playing one. My brother has one, and then I played it for like 5 seconds, and I was like,
They're comfortable.
that's why everybody plays these.
That's why people dislike them too. Because
I'm a telly guy, but it works
Right.
good.
But a telly's really hard to play. It's like,
not forgiving. Like
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm a rhythm guy,
But
so I don't have to worry
this
about
is
who's
gorgeous.
lead,
Yeah.
so.
that's a beautiful guitar.
I don't know what happened, but
I don't know. It might have to stay here. You might not leave with it.
Yeah, so Tommy went to that was the big transition between the 90s to now was the semi-hollow bodies,
Yeah.
actually
which
they
is
were fully
great.
hollow, but
All right, there we go. But it does. It's a nice balance. It definitely cuts through.
You get great tone.
our
out of it, I
sound.
know
Thank you.
that. So speaking of great tone, you want to do a song?
Sure.
So first song. What's the first one going to be called?
All right, this one
Please,
is
please.
it's from our EP that we just finished with Ellis Clark. We need to shout out to Ellis. Ellis has got a great band, Social Act, that still plays at some point playing at Liars Club in the near future. The song is called "By My Side."
Okay. And the YouTube agents aren't going to come storming
No,
in, are
this
they?
one is this one's swear free.
Okay, good.
So
That's good.
until now.
toss a couple in.
All right,
Yeah,
just
for
for
you.
just for fun. All right.
Yeah. We ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some guys, all they know is how to let a good thing go. And I guess that's good for me. For where you are, I'll be there. And I won't make the same air. You'll never feel sad or lonely. I'm looking forward to what comes next. And I ought to thank your ex for giving me a chance for you to be mine. And I'm sure, without a doubt, you'll be sore when it finds out you're not alone, you're by my side. And now I know it will last. All of our fears have faded fast. What you got is what I need. I get a smile on my face every time that we embrace. There's nowhere that I'd rather be. I'm looking forward to what comes next, and I wanna thank your ex for giving me a chance for you to be mine. And I'm sure, without a doubt, he'll be sore when he finds out you're not alone, you're by my side. Woo-hoo! I'm looking forward to what comes next, and I wanna thank your ex for giving me a chance for you to be mine. And I'm sure, without a doubt, he'll be sore when he finds out you're not alone, you're by my side. You're not alone, you're by my side. Nice echo.
Awesome.
I should have started that off with the Budokan. This next song is the first song on our new album.
Right. There you go. Now, I was some of the reasons why there's nervousness for Bob with me, Bobby,
Oh boy.
is one of the most rock and roll things ever. Like there's three top rock and roll moments in my life, and one of them involves Keith Richards, where at the Aragon, Steve Jordan, like it's Keith Richards in the Expensive Winos,
Oh, yeah.
and Steve Jordan just kicks in. This is like this drum intro, just the drums, it's echoing, and Keith Richards walks over and takes a soft pack of Marlboros and goes. Puts one in his mouth and opens the Zippo and lights it. The drums are. And he's walking towards the center stage, and the microphone takes a big drag, big cloud, and then a second drag. And then flicks the cigarette out into the audience, and you see the lit cigarette fly. You see people trying to catch the lit cigarette, and then right on cue, like the opening riff of the title track, on the. And it was like, place goes bananas.
Cool.
And then the replacements, they're just wailing. And he would play his guitar. Paul would play his guitar down around his ankles somewhere. But it was so hot. It was like July, and he plays. And in the middle of the song, he like drops the guitar like in one swift motion. The guitar hits the ground, and the band's just wailing. And he misses like 3 beats. And peels his shirt off, throws it in the audience, puts a guitar back on him, and then like just keeps right on going. It was like, yeah. Awesome. And the third was Bob at our high school battle of the bands, where he was using expletives, and they shut him off in the first song, and was like, and I had forgotten about this until he reminded me about getting in trouble by the dean and them shutting him off. I'm like, that is the most rock and roll thing ever. That was like
We had to switch our band name, actually. So, yeah.
it was like this total rock and roll moment in high school. Like, we're all serious, worried about it, and Bob's just like, F it, man, like kicking
guys,
the amp over. And
you were talented, and so you didn't have to worry about it. So Mike was like U2 and like With or Without You, which was very like of the moment, but like you even had like the Echoplex, right? Yeah.
Right.
And so like I'm sitting there
working for months to get our songs just right.
And I'm like 3 chords, and we had Joe Miller. So Joe Miller came in, and we wrote a song called Freshman that probably would have got us all expelled now for the famous lines, stack 'em all 6 feet higher, douse them in gas, have a freshman fire.
No, there you go.
Yeah, it would not really fly well nowadays.
No, but see, as we're discovering, same, sort of pushing the boundaries, saying things on the edge.
Yeah, mine was I had been dumped, which is probably, it's all relationship songs. We talked about this.
Right.
Every song is a relationship song. That song, this next one. And mine was, and for my 7th or junior year girlfriend, who became my accountant later. and the song was it was I
don't
used
know why I keep getting
yeah,
audited.
Yeah, you're such a bitch, and but it started with this really nice poem.
I just remember
Yeah.
people being like, they shut him off. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
So-
No, it was like
so,
all this
yeah,
commotion.
yeah,
and
we
like,
get done. We finish the song, and at the end, and I won't go through the whole song, but at the end is, "But I still love you," right? So like the redeeming grace for me in my mind, right? I say all this stuff, but it's "I still love you," wonk. And I remember it was Gardner. Gardner came up and just unplugged us.
I just unplugged everything. I was
Yeah, he's like, "You're
"Hey,
done."
Shut off Michelson's band.
Yeah, and I was like,
wait,
"Thank
what
you."
happened?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got like 2 gigs that summer. We had like learned songs actually because he shut us off. Yeah, and so it was
Most rock and roll thing you could have done.
Inner Universal Destruction was the name.
Oh.
Because I was in health class and everyone was like, "Oh, REM's such this deep band name." Like, it's really deep. IUD. IUDs are really deep. And so, and then I couldn't use IUD.
Oh, man.
And so we came up with that, and then we had T-shirts, and then that
There you
was
go.
my first post-college.
Like, so
band.
all of this stuff is not new for him. It's just been the same way for.
And for
Almost
those of
40
you
years.
watching, I mean, I know he's got the ability to comment, which we can't see right now. Or I
Right,
can't
all
see.
the comments are up there. Well, I used to have it on the little screen. I couldn't
Oh,
read it. I used to
holy
have it here.
shit.
It's up there.
Oh, it's up there. I can't see it. So
Oh, Morpheus.
for
Hey,
all
dude.
those, hey, Paul, these koozies, T-shirts, for everyone that is made.
Okay, Gene Simmons, take it easy.
Yeah. For everybody that's made a comment, we're playing coming up. You can come to either gig, but the gig that we're gonna promote tonight is our gig together.
Oh, yeah.
So
That'll be
we're
fun.
playing. Mike and the Nobodies are playing at Two Hound Red in Glen Ellen. That's gonna be Saturday the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Mike will be starting. We're gonna play 2 sets. Awesome brewery. If you haven't been there, great food. Used to be Schmidt's Pharmacy for those that grew up because Mike and I are from Glen Ellen.
Right.
So you show
Well,
up.
that was-
I like
ghetto
Blue
of
keeps
Glen
putting.
Ellen.
I told
There is
pants weren't allowed. Pants are they're not allowed. We're wearing them because he made us wear them.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question.
what is it?
Why not Bobby Ocho?
That's a good question.
All right, here's the answer to that.
I think I could
Yeah.
tell this story.
Do you know it? Do you remember?
It has something to do with your limit is 4 gin and tonics.
Yeah, that was it. So my friend,
Ocho.
my friend.
So Ocho would be bad.
No.
Yeah. Ocho is beyond.
That'd be sloppy.
Yeah. So my
It's my favorite part about the
Yeah.
second set of you guys is
Things get a little loose.
it gets a little loose. Yeah, that's
That's when the
nice way to-
dirtier songs come out. We've come to this agreement, like the sort of dirty. The song called "Dab" maybe is a little dirty in the first part.
Shocking,
"Lonely Boner,"
right?
but the second set is if you're into sort of
Is when
operating
the
the
is
blue.
when the pants come off. Is
Yeah.
what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's where, because let's be honest, everyone's a little lubed up. So
Sure.
But yeah, the Bobby Quattro is my friend's wife. She used to make these awesome. Her name's Lynn Dunk. Lynn would make these great gin and tonics, and I'd never had Hendrix, and had Hendrix, and I'm sitting there like, this is smooth. Like,
I don't know what that is.
It's
It's a type of gin.
yeah,
Okay, because
yeah.
I've been sober
'Cause
for 15
yeah, I was
years.
a beef
and I
eater.
really just
we're
drank a
doing
lot of
product
beer.
placement if I had, but Hendrix is such a non-British gin. It's Scottish. It's a very smoother gin, and so I would think I could conquer this gin,
Oh, sure.
and then it would
course.
conquer me. And then so we.
It's like people thinking they can beat Vegas.
Yeah, so we pretty much became clear that by the 4th gin, anything that happened afterwards was all on whoever else. So she would put cherries in my gin glass,
Bobby Quattro.
and then she came up with a Q like Susie Quattro.
Hey, right.
Yeah,
I was going to
so-
ask you that at one point. Is how many people ask you are you related to Leather Tuscadero?
I do hear things like that, and now because it's my Facebook,
And the young
name,
people have no idea what I just said, which is even
yeah,
more
Leather
hilarious.
Tuscadero,
Right.
or, yeah, and then
Susie Quattro.
Right.
yeah, Pinky,
Right.
yeah.
The big sister. Right. Happy Days was of a certain time.
So if you want, I see comments coming. So merch or a free beer. So, but you have to show up. So you show up, and I like that, just not the Walmart parking lot.
Sure.
He's referencing another one of our songs that we won't be playing.
No?
Yeah.
I was going to play a song that I wrote a while ago called I Wish I Knew.
Oh, you
And
played that the other night, right?
I did play it at
Yeah,
the,
it
at the
sounded
open
really
mic.
good.
There's a... I kind of wrote it on a from a very personal, like, just sort of like confusion state of the state of everything, kind of, and it didn't feel too terribly strong about it. But my friend Kenny P. Mitchell, who's been a guest and he's a great songwriter in and of itself, has been playing guitar with me a little bit here and there, and he was like, "Let's do that one," and I'm like, You like that one? He's like, yeah. And then we played it, and I was like, well, maybe I should play that more. And I've been playing it a little bit and found myself enjoying it for the first time in, I don't know, like a long time.
Got a really good reaction the other night.
It went pretty well. So I'm trying to right now remember how it starts because it's similar to another one. So it's no, that's it. Okay, found it.
All right.
All right, so this is called "I Wish I Knew," and it's sort of like if you've ever been so confused by the state of everything that you didn't know what the hell was happening.
It's pretty apropos for nowadays.
I don't know anymore which way to go. No matter which road I choose, I'm further from home. I don't believe anymore. I'll try to keep the faith. Harder I try, it all gets further and further away. I wish I knew what we're supposed to do. It used to be so clear. How did I end up here? I couldn't feel anymore, was numb from the pain. Nothing makes sense to me, sure wish that I could explain. I find myself looking around for kindness to show. I'm finding good where I can, I'm putting down burdens alone. I'll try to be kind, I'll try to be fair. It used to be so clear. How did I end up here? Not everyone's worth your time and energy. Sometimes it's better to rip off a Band-Aid. Nice. Wish I knew what I'm supposed to do. Used to be so clear. How did I end up here? I wish I knew what I'm supposed to do. Used to be so clear. How did I end up here? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. That was awesome, man. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounded kick ass.
Yeah, you figured out that I played E flat, so capoed on the first fret was open, so they're right on. Awesome. That's cool. All right, that was great. All of a sudden, I was like, "Wait, am I hearing that? Is that just in my head?"
I threw you off there a little for a second.
At first,
Sorry, bud.
you hear me chuckle. I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
That's Tommy for
In
you.
the best possible way, though. That was it was just unexpected, but beautiful. So thank you. That was wonderful. I appreciate that. It's part of why I'm trying to play that a little more is because it's like you know what it's like when you have something that's in there, but you don't play it enough that it's. I'm trying to. Like, I don't know, burn it in there, like set it.
Well,
I don't know.
I think the same thing you talked about. Somebody else like really appreciated the tune,
Yeah.
and that kind of renews. Like as soon as we went, Tommy's in another band, Torpedoes, and they play like 3 sets, and we had enough to do 2, and we had been kind of holding back. He's like, we need to start doing 2 sets. Mm-hmm. And it makes you kind of appreciate because then you get feedback on stuff you normally don't play. You
Right, the things that I felt were something I felt was weaker, and I was like, and then I got just enough of a nudge where it's like, really, that doesn't suck, really. All right, I guess I'll start playing it, and then I played it a few times and got a nice reaction, like, all right, I guess that was all in my head, maybe, or maybe it does suck, but people are just being nice. I'm not sure, but
No.
But that was really fun, and I appreciate it, and I think that the whole point of this thing was, in all seriousness, to encourage songwriting on any level by people to whatever point or level you are at. I had a conversation with somebody on Sunday night who came in later and had seen something had seen me play something at a place where I know I haven't played in a very long time, and it said some really nice things, and I was like, okay, well, that's so nice. And he was he's very like concerned about presenting something of his or whatever. I go, if you had any idea some of the things that people said to me over the years and the places and things I've done where I've gone and played originals and people like in the last few months people have been saying some nice things, but there was like, I don't know, 30 years of people not saying such nice things.
Well, and the feedback's good. I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is like.
Well, you learn from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Learn
I
from the
mean,
feedback.
yeah.
Good and and most specifically bad.
Bad,
Like
yeah.
because
Well,
if you're getting bad feedback enough times, you kind of go, well, maybe I need to adjust a little bit, maybe, but
or maybe it could be just not your crowd that night too.
there's that.
But I think, I mean, the open mic stuff I love, and I mean, you and I have played a lot of them. And Tommy
Everyone
and I
in this
started
room,
doing-
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah, everybody's sound.
Right.
I mean, that to me, because you get instant feedback. You
Mm-hmm.
get an idea, is somebody singing along with it, or somebody will come up that's also there and say, hey, maybe you want to do this. Would you ever think about doing this? And so you get feedback from somebody else that's writing that maybe you hadn't thought about. Tommy does that all the time with a song that I wrote where, he'll suggest, we did it in sound check, but like a completely different ending that I would never have thought of to break up, especially the repetition of pop music.
Well,
Like.
and that's the beauty of
yeah.
being able to work with somebody that you've come to have a trusting, give and take relationship. So now, do you write stuff too?
Not in a while, but yes, I've written some
Yeah,
songs.
he's got a band that has a CD that I know I've found on YouTube, Loomis.
Well,
and
one
he's
of the Loomises. There's several bands called Loomis at this
yeah,
point.
but
Is there?
the Balloons was the full title.
Heavy Balloons Are Laughing at Us.
Yeah, very awesome tune, Duo Jet. I'm gonna tell you. I tell him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How much acid were you on when you thought of that
Oh,
name?
Heavy Balloons Are Laughing at
Yeah.
Us. I was driving near Worth, Illinois, on the expressway.
Right. The
And
Friendly
there was-
Village.
Yes, there was a water tower with a big smiley face painted on it. So, I don't know, it kind of equated to a big balloon.
Okay.
And the smiley face
I don't
is
know.
laughing.
It just sounds like the kind of a thing that I would have thought of.
Yeah.
You know,
Time.
with
Duo
at
Jet.
least
And I'm
super,
sure I wasn't
super high.
completely sober when I thought of it. Yeah,
That's good.
Probably not.
But just
Operating a
just
motor vehicle. That sounds great.
guitar
After I
driven.
got out of the motor vehicle. After I stewed on it for a while.
I tell him all the time. So I'm out mowing the lawn. It's one of my mowing the lawn albums, and I'm like, if I'm in a shitty mood, I put on. He has a song called Duo Jet that just just a great guitars everywhere, like just coming out of every kind of both ears, different guitar stuff.
That's fun stuff, like all different directions.
It charted in Jakarta?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Did it for real?
In Guam.
My demo, my record I put out in '99. At one point, I got like $56 from like things being played in Germany, and I was like, "This is weird." Like trying to figure out how much does $56 come out to? How many times did it get played on German radio, and why? Like,
I've gotten the weird check from BMI, and I'm like, okay,
right,
thank you.
right. But then it does pique a level of curiosity where you think, how did Hans find this, and how did it end up on the radio?
Germany,
like,
right?
right,
You can understand like Japan because of pop stuff you get.
It was bizarre. It was. I will never forget thinking, and this is like even early like internet time where like it wasn't like you could even research Spotify or figure out where things are. No, it just said whatever it said. However, I know it's Germany. I just remember that from the story. But whatever, that was all the information that I could muster at the time, and I'm thinking, that's bizarre, but I guess I'll just live with it. I'll take the $54. Right. So, okay. So all right, you guys got another song you want to do?
We do.
This is the one that gets us kicked off the air, right?
Yeah, it could. There's only one swear word in the song.
No swearing.
Or curse word, as I like to call it. So this is a song that's dedicated to people that enjoy drinks and make poor decisions, as I do oftentimes.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop drinking.
Yeah. So this is the second track. So we actually just did second track. This is like the X set. This song is called Drunk Text My Ex. We ready to play? Just
sure.
Rock on.
Rock it out.
Ready? Gonna drunk text my ex, say some things I'm gonna regret when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex. I'm becoming something I hate, looking at your pictures out on a date, pretend I'm happy, laughing out loud as the bartender pours me around. I'm gonna drunk text my ex, say some things I'm gonna regret, like fuck you, when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex. She tells me that she's seeing someone, act like I don't give a fuck, feeling like another face in the crowd, and then I stumble on her Facebook account. I'm gonna drunk text my ex, say some things I'm gonna regret when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex. Yeehaw. Gonna drunk text my ex, say some things I'm gonna regret when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex. I bet she's there sucking on his balls while you're just ignoring my calls. Kinda makes me wanna scream and shout, 'cause I'm gonna have to rub one out, and then I'll drunk text my ex, say some things I'm gonna regret when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex. Gonna come on here, Mike. Gonna drunk text my ex, Say some things I'm gonna regret when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I've had one too many. That's when I'll drunk text my ex.
I wasn't sure what you asked me.
Why don't you sing with us?
Oh, I
It came out. Sorry.
Mike,
You sounded like me for a minute.
and I was like, huh, what? I was
You're too busy
concentrating on like
doing this sound thing.
sonic stuff. It's a
Maybe
bad habit of
I
mine.
should have brought that up before we played.
Well, it's a bad habit of mine, which is when Blue started doing some of the extra stuff because it would become so distracting because there are other parts of it that I can't even do when I'm playing, and I notice that like I'll forget to turn the reverb on or off. I'll forget to, and I can't balance the basic balance things, and so then when I'm playing, I get so distracted by it that it's maddening in my head, and I can't even think about anything else. So it's a terrible habit of mine to always be fiddling with the sound stuff. If they actually took it away from me completely, it might be better. But
Maybe that day will come.
well, I'll fight.
Someone was asking, "What's rub one out?" Question.
Right.
It's sort of like when your window has like something on it, then you just gotta
rub it out
rub it out.
Sort of. Right.
It's-
These are things that
yeah.
are going to get me thrown off the air.
And then you gotta wax.
But
the
you
top.
gotta clean. This is
I
all about
know.
cleaning
Mhm,
stuff,
that's what it's
like your
about.
pipes and stuff. Need to be clean.
The complete disregard of my request. I appreciate that.
But yeah, so I mean that's
Oh,
actually
dude,
what,
the
yeah.
kind of a disregard that only somebody you've known since 4th grade would do.
Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
yeah. So
I understand.
listen,
I expected nothing less, just so it's clear.
We didn't fold the parking lot, and I think I'm doing a fairly decent job.
You
of-
are restraining.
yeah,
like the
yeah,
part that I do
dialogue
know
in
is you are
between.
actually restraining yourself, which is
Yeah.
I do know that.
Mike speaks truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
this is restrained, Bob.
But it's all about balance. So I mean, really, I mean, the idea is right. If I don't know disrespect, but I said somebody came up to me. We were talking about Stevie Starlight one night, who as a kid I thought was great. He had some girl, the song "The Girl with the Scabs," and I thought it was hilarious. But then I went to see him, and his whole shtick was just all dirty songs, and I'm like, it kind of loses its sting. It's like kids that drop F-bombs the whole night, right? I mean, there's no
After
point.
the initial shock, then it's
Yeah.
just sort of.
So like I'm like, it'd be no fun to just write all songs like that.
Right.
So
There's growth there.
Yeah, you have to have a
proud of you,
balance.
Bobby.
Yeah, thanks. And I got
don't
somebody
know.
like this that can actually play. So like you write these songs
It's
that are
debatable.
yeah.
Self-deprecating.
Yeah.
I think that's part. It's in the contract,
so,
right?
We talk about like it's almost like a puppet show. Really, that was me playing on your song. It's like when he's got the Charlie McCarthy thing, and I'm drinking glasses of water. I was doing those really great guitar licks on your tune.
Oh, well, thanks. I
And
appreciate
Tommy
that.
just does the sort of thing, and the camera panned to him
Right.
as I'm playing these
And he's
intricate
actually
licks. Yeah,
doing the legs.
Right.
yeah. If I played them, they
I
would.
think it was like that in Freaky Friday too.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know, but that's
Which one? The remake?
Yeah.
Freakier
Yeah,
Friday.
Oh, that's my kids like that, and so it was on. I don't know, about every 45 minutes in my house for a while, and then they watched it recently again, and I found it funny. I laughed.
Love Jamie Lee Curtis. So.
I found it funny, but mostly because it was dated, and I was still an old person. But my kids were laughing at things that they didn't get when they were kids, so I found it funny. Now. Why don't you go ahead and plug that gig again, Bob? What is that gig coming up?
Because there's Anna. Hey, Anna. How's
You
it
did such a
going?
wonderful job of promoting the
our
26th.
the 26th of July. We're playing do.And Red, Glen Ellen. Hold on, I can't even stand up. Hey, could you do me a favor, Dan? Could you come over and get this the little bag? And this is dual purpose because I want Dan on camera.
Oh wait, yes.
Hold on. Yeah. No, not that bag. I'm sorry. The
No,
one that's got our sticker
Not the
on
one
it.
with the.
Yeah, we don't need the booze. All right. Hold on, Dan. You got to get on camera. Dan's got our official band shirt too.
Right.
Which, in case you don't know what STFU is,
Well,
so that's
come
one
to
of
a
our
show.
songs. Do me a favor, STFU. It's one of our shirts, so that's also something you could request if you're on here. But
thanks, Dan.
thank
That was
you,
lovely.
Dan.
That was Vanna White like.
We have we have stickers and things like that. But here,
He
this
is like
what-
Gene Simmons, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. This is what we were looking for.
Right.
That's Terry Gross.
All right. So this is the flyer. And the reason I had him bring that is because I don't know the address, and I want to plug the addresses. It's 46 Pennsylvania Avenue in Glen Ellen,
Right.
formerly known as Schmidt's Pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent food. I mean, I've been to breweries, and it's all debatable because it's all your taste
Mm-hmm.
as far as the beer goes. Like, do you like this beer? They have fantastic beer.
Mm-hmm.
They have a full bar too, because I'm not as much of a beer guy.
Sure.
But their food is just phenomenal, and they have sit-down tables.
Well, that's
So,
going to
like,
work well for me because
Yeah.
I'm not an alcohol
Yeah.
guy anymore.
So, and food-wise, so you sit down.
I'm a food guy though.
Yeah, you can eat. And look at this.
I eat
awesome,
a couple times
if
a
you
day.
if you can plug in on
Me
this
too.
picture of Mike here, it's pretty badass. It's his standard.
Blue
promo
took that
shot.
picture.
Yeah.
Blue is the official
Yeah,
photographer.
excellent
Good
photo.
job, Blue.
And it's upside down. I like that. All these comments are great.
Right.
Go fuck yourself. Why would you write that?
That's not nice at all.
Yeah, I mean, not that it's not warranted, but I mean, it's cool.
It's not nice.
And then, yeah, I used the word balls once, which
Now twice.
Yeah, now
That counts.
It's all about
The second time, just reading
volleyballs,
it does
right?
count, just so we're clear.
And then f-bombs need to be balanced. I like that.
And the other part was, if you're gonna say something, please don't reference it. Just keep going, and then he keeps referencing it.
So, and
Nothing-
we'd like to
nothing-
dedicate this song to beans because I like coffee.
Okay.
Anna's got good beans. Anna, who's up here.
All right. That was that's delightful. I think that your songs always make me chuckle, and even though they're wildly inappropriate many times.
And that, hey, here's the thing. The nice thing about our set, and you appreciate that we're essentially, whether it's country or whatever, it's a pop tune. So like that is probably one of the longest songs in our set. Because,
they do zip right by.
Yeah. So the rest of
You
them.
guys must have like 75 or 80 songs
Yeah,
in a
so-
2-hour set.
So it's kind of Ramones-like because we love the Ramones. Even when that's one of the two bands we cover right now. The Legwork tune, but the idea, right, is like it's short enough that if you don't like this one,
We're moving on to the
it's
next
going
one.
on to the next one.
That's a
you
good
know, as
philosophy.
quickly as
I
possible.
like that one.
And if you do like it, you can repeat it and enjoy it at a very short interval. I called this set today. I was referring to it as our single set, right? So if you like us, great. But if not, here you only have to deal with 2 tunes. It's a
Sure.
single. Right?
Yeah, well, that's not bad. Now, do you guys have a website? Is there a nobodies.com or something?
There isn't. There's the Facebook thing that's whatever it is. And right now
Regular social media stuff.
yeah, Instagram, which is in its infancy, and our YouTube is
still have
is-
MySpace?
is laughable.
MySpace. Wow.
Yeah. We do have this. We have an old snail mail PO box somewhere.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that we don't own anymore, but it's in Glen Ellen, PO Box 216.
Nice.
So just send a lot of hate mail to that,
Sure.
to whoever owns that.
Because now they're like, why do I keep getting this?
Packages that tick.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
What?
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Just do-
I'm not
But,
condoning any of
Sorry.
that.
I apologize.
That's,
Yeah.
Songwriters Lounge does not condone anything that Bob says.
Yeah, the idea now is really so. Hopefully, we have Ellis. I've referred to this Ellis Clark, who is just really great pop guy that Phil and Gotti referred us to. We sat down, recorded 7 tunes. A buddy of mine, Ken Kirsten. Was,
Now, when is that coming out? Soon?
we're waiting. So like the label thing now is interesting, and hopefully we have some interest from a label. But if you put it out, most labels don't want to have anything to do with it because the product's out there, right? If you stick it up in a streaming platform. So it's all mixed. It's ready. We sent it to a couple labels. One in particular is a really popular Chicago label, and I'm hoping that they decide to pick it up because they've released so many albums that I've enjoyed. In fact, Tommy was in a band
Right
that
on.
was on their label, Boom Hank.
That's cool.
And it's just, to me, that would be great. And if not, then
Wait, you were in Boom Hank?
If you blinked, you probably not.
Right on.
AKA a founding member, I think.
I was not a founding member.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, in my mind, he is. And
Yes, I was in the band shortly.
yeah,
Right
and
on.
then let's plug your other band because they're great. They're still playing. Willie Rhinos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great
I used to
band.
be in Willie
Yeah,
Rhinos.
excellent guys. They play all
I
the
just
time.
played Sidebar not too long ago.
Yeah.
Last Thursday.
Don't tell us that we're too selfish with our time here because we love that band. They're great, excellent songwriter in that band too. In fact, I should probably hook you up with him too because the songwriter from that band is just
Sure.
incredible and a very phenomenal guitar player.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, you don't have a website. You have. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Go.
Vanilla.
Strawberry.
All right, that was easy. I've had people like him and Haw. I've had people tell me they're lactose intolerant. I've had somebody. I don't even remember who these. Like, they're all good answers, and they all make me laugh. Somebody said Neapolitan, and I said that's 3 flavors.
What
That doesn't
about-
even count.
What about your
That's-
favorite?
I'm vanilla. Vanilla
Yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah,
It's all,
fucking vanilla is great. What about second favorite then? What would you go with if they don't have vanilla? What do you-
mint chocolate chip.
all right.
Pistachio.
Oh,
Oh, that's good. I'm butter pecan. Butter pecan's my fail safe.
Pistachio and butter.
a
pecan.
second
Yeah.
favorite.
Pistachio is good too. I love ice. Hey,
Favorite.
speaking of Tate's, is Tate's gone now from Wheaton because they had a Tate's?
Oh, I don't know.
LaGrange has Tate's. Tate's is great too. I love ice cream.
All right, so let's see. We did the big one serious question is what is your why? What drives you to write songs? Why do you do this? In all seriousness, all goofing aside.
I can kid. I would never. I don't think I would write if we didn't play. So, I mean, to me, it's everything. If people want to know what's going on in my brain, I mean, really listen to what I write, and some of it's funny, because I think you should go and enjoy yourself, and I'm not that great of an artist in my brain that I think everyone should be so solemn and serious when they come to see us. But also, Fitzgerald's actually had a nice review or blurb for us where, it's about forgetting, like, what your week was. Like, you had a shitty week. You've had a difficult week. When you come to see us, I want people, and the common thing is it was fun. And that's what I want. I want people to enjoy
Laugh
themselves.
and enjoy themselves.
And we'll have some moments that are serious. But to me, it's expressing kind of what's going on with me, even if it's something silly.
Oops, excuse me.
Like the "Do Me a Favor" song. But
Yeah. Well, I once explained to somebody, on the surface, what you're writing. I was describing what you write and the way you write. On the surface, what you're writing is, funny, or to get this initial reaction, or this very surface, comical kind of, but if someone listens, and you've sent me demos of things you're working on or whatever, and I'm hearing the raw version and the lyrics, and as you're working them out in various versions, and whether or not you care to admit it, there is more depth to what you're saying than it may seem like on the surface. Maybe this funny, quirky, we're kicking our leg here, or whatever. But there is actually a great deal more depth there than maybe you would care to admit in some of the things that you're saying, whether you're revealing deep feelings, heart things, and you're using inappropriate humor to mask, to sort of deflect the seriousness of some of the things that you might be saying. Sorry, I let the cat out of the bag.
Well, I think,
But you are.
I mean,
it's well done in that regard, and I appreciate the style in which you approach it, because it's very easy for someone to go, oh, this is pointless, because it's funny and it makes. But there is a great deal of depth in what you're saying, and I've heard it.
Yeah, when we talk about that,
Sorry
about some of the like.
Was that supposed to be a secret?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think if you know me well enough, do you know that really?
That was the perfect answer.
Yeah, my heart's kind of on my sleeve. I mean, otherwise you just present yourself as one thing, right? Like when we play, I think to me it's I'm a huge Harry Nilsson fan, and Harry Nilsson was great with this. He would write and record not only songs he wrote, but just songs that were just stunningly beautiful. And I'm nowhere in the depth of a songwriter as Harry Nilsson, but I think what always kind of spoke to me with his stuff is he would write something Without Her, and just these beautiful tunes, and then comes up with this song, You're Breaking My Heart, or Joy. And without getting into the lyrics, I mean, pretty goofy, funny, or even the Coconut song that everyone knows from like Coca-Cola years back, if they paid attention. But he would have these incredibly irreverent tunes, but then just write these beautiful songs. And I thought that is kind of, to me, the goal, right? Because obviously he knows how to touch heartstrings with this, but then the other idea should be, how do you uplift people like they're having a crappy day? This is the worst day of their life, because we've been there. And if we could, there's certainly plenty of opportunity for us to feel cruddy about one thing or another, and fill in your reason here, but to find a way to just enjoy yourself for an evening. And you surprised me, because when we were there on Sunday at O'Neill's, you played old 97s, and I didn't know that you're a huge fan. And
Sure.
Rhett Miller for me is a master at that kind of stuff too. He's really good at mining that vein, right? There's these really funny tunes, Jesus Loves You, great, irreverent, but you obviously know he's got a huge knowledge of the Bible just based on the lyrics of that song. This isn't some guy just riffing on, God or
surface stuff.
Yeah.
There's a great deal of depth in what he's saying and thinking.
Yeah, very literate, but can make you laugh, and then he'll write a song that's really. He's got a song called. No, hold on.
You gotta get to the chorus. Don't interrupt him.
Hold on. It's coming to me.
Blue clock up
Hold
there?
on. Yeah, it's about that time.
It's making for great TV.
It won't come to me.
It'll
But
come
he
as
has
soon
a
as we
song
say-
called
That's
Come Around. Come Around's a great one.
All right.
But that's not the one I'm thinking of.
No.
It'll come to me later. But
As soon as we go off the air.
Yeah, soon. But the idea
You
to
okay?
me
Did you
is
fall down?
you can write
I think
these
Blue
like
fell down.
yeah.
He's holding his face.
Yeah.
He's
poignant-
bleeding. Oh my God! Somebody get him a napkin.
Wake up. I'm just kidding.
He's all right. All right, never mind.
Yeah, but
The show must go on.
yeah. So those ideas, those kind of songwriters to me, and it's cool. Like, cause you sit there and we talk about how we really kept in touch, but there's these threads that come through, and Tommy will play guitar parts a lot of times that we'll figure out, and we'll figure we both like this guy.
We were talking about Nick Lowe the other day, and
Nick Lowe's a common. We have a
Right.
song. I call it my Nick Lowe song. You're making me a headache. And oftentimes you'll hear me say, if I could write a song like Nick Lowe, it'd be this, or if I could write a song like this guy, it'd be this. And the idea is like, how do you sort of get in that same realm?
Well, but if you ask them, they're doing the same thing, but it's just different influences. I mean, like, really, they're just trying to write songs like somebody that they admire.
Thanks for saying that. So Meteor Shower by Rhett Miller.
God bless you.
Solo. Oh my God. Great tune, and it's just gut-wrenching to me, and just an obscure kind of reference, very literary stuff.
The Meteor Shower. Now, do you know what record it's on?
Okay.
The Believer.
Oh, I thought maybe I'd stump you and you had to make you think for
I love
another
Rhett
5
Miller
more
so
minutes.
much. I
was
love
trying
Rhett Miller.
really hard to make you have to go, oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah, The Believer. There's some really good stuff on that. I think I don't know
All
if
right.
John. No, it wasn't. It was the guy that produced the second Jayhawks album, the Greek guy.
I don't know.
George. It's a long name.
Stephanopoulos? He's a reporter.
Yeah, no, not that
No,
guy.
That's not that guy.
Draculacopis or something.
Hey.
He also he's done like Black Crows and stuff.
Ding, beep.
Yeah, just awesome stuff.
There will be there will be a bleep button that's installed after this appearance. Just so,
That could have been one of those things if it wasn't for you that would have gone bad.
all right, so we've gotten to coming up next week. The 22nd is our friend Jackie Carroll. Jackie Carroll and her. What's the name of her guitar? She has a new guitar. What does she call it? Loretta, I think she named.
That's
the
not
guitar.
her name though anymore.
Jackie Carroll.
Hey, what was her name? Jacqueline.
Jack Woolen.
Yes.
Oh, that must have happened before I got there.
Yeah, it was before you got
Oh,
there. She was
on Sunday night
explaining.
there was an event that happened before I got there Sunday night. Apparently, okay.
I'll
Jack
go by,
Woolman.
I'm going to go by Booby.
Booby, Ricky Booby.
Tamois.
Samoa.
On the 29th, we were supposed to have the fabulous Alabama Mike, but because of something that has occurred in my life, we're going to have to postpone him for about a month. The 29th, there will be no stream. There will be no stream on the 29th, so in 2 weeks there will be no stream. But there is lots of stuff coming up, and I'm going to start mentioning this now, is in September, we're going to switch from Tuesday to Thursday. Tuesday to Thursday. It's going to be a Thursday night stream.
You're going to throw us all off. You know that, right?
I know. It's gonna.
It's like when they switched TV sitcoms back in the day.
Instead of 26,000 people watching, there's only going to be 5,000 people watching. It's going to be terrible.
Or are you switching because it's going to be like 57,000
Well,
or
it's
something like that?
because we're going to be on after the Cosby Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and that's what you want. You want to be after the Cosby Show.
Or
on
growing
Thursday
pains.
Night. Right.
Growing pains would be
Cosby
good.
Show, Thursday night TV, Cosby Show. That was the spot you wanted to be.
Supposed to go.
Right, that was what you wanted.
So you're
let's see.
the new A New World? Is that?
Whatever. Let's see. MeLmusic.com. MELMUZIC. MeLmusic.com. The 26th with you.
There's like a legit question up there.
Which
Can I
one?
answer the legit one?
Which is what?
How many songs have you written, and what is the typical process?
Oh, up there.
Yeah, do you mind?
Sure.
This
Who
will be-
asked it?
Mary?
Oh,
Yeah, Mary
Mary.
Sheridan.
Oh,
Music.
she because Mary counts how many songs she's written. That's
I
know.
like that. Listen,
She's competing.
yeah, these guys and I discussed.
She's measuring with you. It's a race.
Yeah, I have a. I believe that music now. As a kid, I used to think, or younger, I would think that this was part of being inspired. Like you had you had to like it just had to come to you. But I've come to the conclusion that you can actually just sit down like a creative writing paper. And,
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll be like we're in practice and somebody will play something and we'll goof on something. We have a song called Please Christine, which was pretty much a practice song that turned into a real one. But most of my process is I'm driving in a car and I start singing and I pull my iPhone out or I'll have a title. I'm a big title guy. If there's a title I like, then I'll write a song around the chorus. I'll write the chorus and then I'll write the verses typically. We have a new song called Gringos, which was different. I wrote the verse, the chorus sucked. And then I wrote the chorus. So my goal is bare minimum 1 song a month, optimally 2 to 3 songs a month. And that's kind of the process. I sit there and write. And now you get to a certain point. When I was young, I couldn't figure out the chords, and I'll tell him sometimes when I'm feeling lazy. I had a song called "The Winning Streak," and I'm like, "Oh, I got this song, but the chords are really hard, so I want you to figure out the chords for me." And then I'm
Again,
like,
that's why you make yourself the least talented person in your own band.
So then
because-
Tommy's like, "You can figure this out." And he was right. So like 2 weeks later, I figured out the chords to it, and we don't play that song, but it's good because it kind of causes me to stretch.
Sure,
You know.
that is good.
And then you'll still come up with super cool chords that I'd never come up with.
So wait, I don't think you gave her a hard answer because I know she has
So how
she has a
many-
hard number and
All
she
right.
wants looking for
All
a hard
right.
number. I think.
So we talking about over my lifetime or now, Mary?
Yeah, probably. I know she knows hers, even though somebody told her not to count them anymore. I know she still does.
No, over a lifetime, I've written only 100. I know a lot of people have written a lot more than 100. How many that we would actually play, because we've jettisoned almost anything that we did in the 90s. We've only got like 3 songs we still play. So we have about 55 songs right now. And
That's a lot, though.
Yeah, and they go, like I just was goofing with a new one called Here and Now, and another one that I'm writing for a friend of mine, and it's called Here's a Thought.
Here's a thought.
So, not that I don't have a lot of them. So, if she's answering that, so that, yeah, I think
Over your lifetime.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
think,
Very good.
Yeah,
Mary's a tremendous songwriter.
if
I know
you're-
she was on the episode a couple weeks ago.
prolific. To me, I think the idea is keep writing, right? Because it's anything. Because if you write like 3, my friend Mark, who was in the band IUD with me, Mark would sit down and he would amaze me because his name Mark McKaylee, artist as well. He would write like 13 songs in like a day, and I could never get how he would do that, and I can't.
I can't. That's for sure.
Yeah,
for me,
maybe,
writing. I've described it. It's like for me, it's like birthing. There's like a gestational period, and then there's a lot of
and you've sent
pain
me
and
stuff.
blood, and it's difficult, and crying, and heavy breathing, and then Lamaze, and then it's terrible, and then it.
Do you get it? Do you get an epidural sometimes?
Sometimes I used to. There used to be a lot of drugs and alcohol involved, and then lo and behold, this infant of a song would then grow over time and get better and better, or sometimes worse.
So, and then I'm sure you're the same way, like where you write a lot of ideas, and I'm a big fan of like ideas and sticking them down and then coming back and revisiting them. So, but you talk about it. I'm a big fan of telling. I don't know if it's the same Mary, but the Cherry Fox Mary, who does a lot of open mics, and they'll be doing some. They're playing at the Do.And Red for Stan Fest on the 16th of August. I'll plug that too. She writes these incredibly cool, funny songs, and I think anybody like to get out and just start playing them and getting the feedback, because I think to me that's what spurs you to keep writing. Right? Somebody likes what I'm doing. You don't have to be the best guitar player in the world. You find a great guitar player.
And he's just saying he appreciates you, man. That's all. That's cool. And I think to try to get to the end of this point, in if you get out and write, you play your songs and write them. I think what I've discovered, and for me, there was a period of time where I wrote, and I was always trying to. Like it's in that old 97 song, Rolling Horses in Detroit. Like there was always this Trojan horse of playing covers, and then this Easter egg of an original among these covers, and trying to almost trick the audience into noticing your original. And then I kind of went away from. I was trying to play, but like it just wasn't working, and I sort of just was like And I've talked about this a lot in the last several months, and then I would just kind of gave up and was found my way back to playing again, and started playing again, but then decided to mostly just focus on playing the original songs that I wrote, because that's what I enjoy playing the most. Good, bad, or indifferent. If nobody listens at all, I don't care. As hard as that is, this is what I'm going to do. And ironically, people listened and responded more to that than anything I had ever done in my entire life. In 30 whatever years.
And you're like genuine. I mean, people can feel that in what you write, and I think they can tell that it's not just I'm thinking of some tale of some person, right? This is something I'm going through, and I think that's where it connects. And I other than the high school thing, I hadn't really seen a lot of your cover stuff, and I think cover bands serve a purpose. A lot of people love hearing other people's songs. They really do.
I do.
It just doesn't. It doesn't yank my crank. I love like tribute bands.
You see a band that does it really well. It's really enjoyable, and I'm reminded of that every time we've all seen the terrible cover band where you're like, oh no, I gotta get out of here, but like, I have to stay. But
like Dwight Yoakam's and Sling Blade in the backyard. And what a fantastic artist, just playing awful covers, right?
Yes.
But it's great for that, but that was never my thing either. Right. But I enjoy it. Like Tom's other band, Torpedoes, are just phenomenal, and they do Beatles sets, they do whatever, they do 80s covers, they do it's all over the map.
I think I play originals because when I try to play covers, they just sound bad.
Yeah,
when I play the originals, there's no precedent.
So
that doesn't
that's
sound
probably
like that
the
song
same
at all. You shouldn't do that, man.
Right. And if you fuck it up, it's your own song, right? I didn't fuck that up. It's a new chord.
It's the way it's the way it was written. It's you don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Jazz.
It's exactly the way I want it to sound. That's right. So
it's a flat now.
But now there's what I've discovered in coming back is there's a lot more original music in the suburbs, and that's what I like. And then when I started discovering that, being out here and meeting all these people, and then this concept sort of grew organically, and it's been really fun to just get people in here and talk about what their process is, or just any have some laughs, listen to some everybody's thing, and there's
Or to put them down, like in my case.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
it's all in good fun.
Should have heard him before the lights were rolling.
He wanted to stand. He wanted to stand. Everything's all set for sitting, and he's like, "No, can we stand?" I was like, "No, we got 10 minutes. No, you can't." But I swore at him.
You told me I'm temperamental.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I was the meanest I've ever
Told
been
me
to anybody here.
I'm a bee to the itch or something like that.
But you can be because you guys know each other for God knows how long.
The meanest I've been to anybody here. Bob, you're killing me. Can we just not do it? He's like, well,
So I sat for him in Tommy.
And was it horrible?
It wasn't. It's very unusual. I'm a stander. I'm on a sitter.
I made him sing a loud song where he projects more and sings at a higher register while seated until he felt warmed up to do it.
Right.
That worked.
I don't know. You didn't seem uncomfortable to
No,
me.
you seemed
I think it
good.
worked really well. So I think that brings us that we've hit everything on the board. We've asked more questions than we normally do. There's been a lot of laughs. I've really enjoyed this. So usually we end with the dumb joke of the day. We really have to get a theme song. If only I knew a songwriter.
You're gonna have our sticker in there, aren't you?
I don't know.
Are we the dumb joke of the day?
If the mailman put the sticker in there, this one comes to us from Christopher P. Bacon. Chris P. Bacon. Crispy Bacon. This is a good one. So, in this
Hermetically
one,
sealed.
it was. Did you see that? So, what was it? This came from something on Funk and Waggle's porch. I don't know what it had.
Funk
McMahon
and
used to
Waggle.
say. He used to have a whole thing for Karnak the Magnificent.
Is it from Richard Fader from Fort Lee, New Jersey? Sorry.
Oh, this is very short. It says, "I have an inferiority complex," but I don't think it's a very good one.
Right,
Right, and then that's
pretty good.
Right. So there used to be a rim shot, and if only there was a drum set somewhere nearby.
somewhere.
Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. It's been quite enjoyable. Time just flew by, and you guys sounded great. Your songs are great, and I'm really glad that you guys were here. And since this was the last show ever, because of
The swearing? Because you swore a lot. I don't know if you picked up on Mike's kind of putting those swear words in, sort of just,
right,
and then
ventriloquist
blaming me.
wise. Right. So-
But 26th of July,
Yes. 26
Two
years
Hound
old.
Red.
Two Hound Red.
yeah,
That's that's gonna be fun. I'm looking
three
forward to it.
sets.
3 sets. One of mine and 2 of yours.
Yeah, and free beer from us. For those of you,
That's one of the
just
favorite
one
things that
free
you
beer.
guys
One free beer
you
in front
do,
of
though.
Drunk Text My
You
Ex.
buy however many in advance and hand them out to people when
Yeah,
they get
we-
there. I think that's delightful.
Yeah, we'll give
That's
a
why
round
we
in.
have fans.
Yeah, 0 cover too. So
No cover?
and that's courtesy of that place. They could just decide to do that, but
Yeah,
they didn't
that's nice.
because I threatened them.
I don't know. Maybe I should come up with like pickled eggs or something.
Oh, that would be good.
Make everybody
Water-
just
how
have the
about water
worst
balloons?
smelling farts
Water
ever
balloons?
the next day.
Yeah, water balloons in this. Oh yeah, with our beer, pickled
Sure you
beer.
get some White Castle in there too.
Right. Here's something that'll make you remember me the next day.
Yeah, as you're sitting on the toilet remembering the gig.
One step too far, always,
Yeah,
Bob. That's what you do. All right. Well.
Oh yeah, free koozies at the next gig.
Thank
Free
you.
koozies. But I'm not promoting. But if you look at our page, we have a gig coming up this Saturday, Pure Loke.
Free koozies.
And there will be free beer koozie for those that make it to that gig. It's the free koozie gig because I've heard it's a fairly large festival, and I was advised to not give away free beer. I'd be throwing down credit cards. So
Yeah,
that being said, I'll probably do some free beers because I like giving
You
away
could
free
just buy them
beers.
for people of your choosing.
Yeah,
We have to go.
yeah. We have to leave. So is that time?
Yeah.
shoulda-
With the giant
hey,
cane and the
wait.
huge hook is going to come. reach out and pull-
Why don't we rehearse the Sound of Music for this?
What the?
Goodbye, farewell. We could have wore lederhosens and
That'd be
shit.
the longest song of the whole thing.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be terrible. Really. I don't think so. I don't really want to do that.
Liesel.
You can.
Liesel.
You go ahead, Bob. No, don't. Please don't. All right. So thank you all very much, and we'll see you
Which chord are we ending with?
next week.
G?
G.
Heard it
Bye.
from a friend who Heard it from a friend who